Okay, so first off, we're so honored to have you here. Do you want to tell us who you are and where you work, in what field, and what you do for work?
Of course, my name is Anna-Katharina Hornidge. I'm the director of IDOS, the German Institute of Development and Sustainability in Bonn, which is the research institute and think tank of the field of international cooperation and development. And I hold a professorial position at the University of Bonn.
Okay, thank you. So first, an optimistic question. In your field, what do you think you can see in the future that has an optimistic tone?
In the future of sustainable development?
Exactly, and development cooperation, also in the German context or EU, wherever you want to find.
Well, we have, over the past years, we have seen a substantial addressing of structural questions. So structural policy making has been at the forefront in many ways of the debates, which means moving sort of beyond a project focus and a short-term or mid-term focus, and into the shaping of governance systems, of cooperation with the partner countries that is sustainable, that focuses on, for instance, in the vaccine field, on the establishment of vaccine-producing companies and fill and finish companies in 4 different African contexts. So clearly building up the structures and systems for sustainable development.
Okay, and now do you think your work is rewarding, or why and why not? I mean, more in the question of that it's a really abstract topic for a lot of people, so and in the public debate it's usually, like in my opinion, more on the negative side, or now with the financial cuts, do you feel like you get enough reward for your work?
Well, I'm heading a research institute and a think tank. I supervise PhD researchers, and we work in research projects with many, many different partners across Asia, Africa, Latin America, and often with a lot of young people that want to build future, that aspire, that have aspirations of future and, well, visions or dreams of building sustainable futures on this planet and within their societies and within their contexts. And that, in many ways, is very rewarding. Yeah.
Very good. So now 3 more a little bit catchy questions. If you only have 3 words to describe the future of development cooperation, what comes to your mind?
I would say trust as the crucial basis for any long-standing partnership and collaboration.
If I may ask, do you now, if you say trust, mean the German or also European or both development cooperation, or just international, that's more important, or?
Actually, on all levels. I mean, trust is the currency of cooperation, you could say, between individuals, between countries, between regions, on the multilateral level, just as much as on the bilateral level, or even in trilateral formats. So it really is the currency of cooperation. Then I would say getting things done. So effectiveness in many ways, meaning. Are sustainable futures being built? Is there a betterment to improving schools, to social systems that have to be developed, or to building healthcare systems? Is there something moving forward and giving different civil society groups a voice? And then third, I would say reciprocity. Because the cooperation in international cooperation, it's never anymore donor and recipient type of relationship, but the most fruitful form of cooperation is it's a partnership approach. It's reciprocal.
All right, thank you. So the next question is, what is the biggest misconception when the public talks about development cooperation? Where do you always think, wow, don't want to hear that again?
The biggest misconception, in my view, is that international cooperation, or also especially development cooperation, continues to be perceived as a one-way street from Germany to a country in Africa, or from Europe or the West or the North to low and middle income countries. And that is a substantial misconception, because it's not just about the finances and the financial flows. Even these are reciprocal. If you look at transmittances, if you look at basically how we also here in Germany benefit from improving our labor market through people from all over the world. But overall, development cooperation, also if you look at the flow of ideas, innovations, learning from each other, it's always a give and take in many directions.
All right, thank you. So last, if you look at people who want to work in the field of development cooperation, what would you tell them how to start, or what could help?
Come to IDOS. Well, actually, I mean that seriously. I mean, if you want to have a good start within that system and shape the development system, or also the system of international cooperation as a whole, it's a good start to come to IDOS and understand the system from sort of a slightly distanced and at the same time inside perspective. You are within the science research institute and a think tank that does a lot of policy advisory activities, but you are also very close within the system, and you get to know the instruments, the structure, the institutional landscape, the narratives, and the topics that are center stage.
All right, good to know. Thank you very much for the interview, and that's it.